You ever saw two dogs curiously walking around each other, sniffing each other's butts, and then suddenly bursting out into barking? That is the dog equivalent of small talk. We need it. Everyone does it. But why does everyone hate it? Is there an unwritten law that forces us to do that? Or did just two people in the past started it and everyone was trying to hop on the trend and then it stuck like a bad joke? The fact is, small talk is a social lubricant. It's a catalyst to deepen the connection or to get to know the other person in the first place. Like the dogs sniffing each other and then decide to fight or play or mind their own business. And this gives us already the explanation why we hate it so much. There are 3 levels to this explanation. First, you simply hate that it's forced. You hate that you feel that you are forced to do it. You feel that small talk is a requirement to prove yourself worthy in society. It feels like a social norm that you have to submit to, and if you don't feel like participating, you cannot move on with life or have some other disadvantages. And if humans are forced to do something, they rarely do it well, if at all. This is why rebellions exist and why no one wants to live in a dictatorship. Everyone wants to have the freedom to make their own choices. Small talk can feel like an unwritten rule that forces you to talk about the mundane things, like the weather, with someone who is not even a meteorologist. So why talk about this? I mean, that random stranger probably cannot confirm if the weather is nice or not. I look at my phone or talk to a meteorologist. The second level, you feel awkward and exposed and then say something you don't mean. Making small talk can make you feel exposed, vulnerable, and unprepared, not fitting for society. It's like being thrown upon the stage as a standby actor who suddenly has to take the lead because the main actors got sick. You are now in the spotlight and expected to perform in front of the other person, but you don't know the lines. So you get stressed and probably say something you don't mean or you have no knowledge about or you didn't want to share in the first place. And if you don't perform well, you have the feeling that you have failed and are punished now with negative thoughts and feelings. Oh man, this was so stupid. Why did I say this? The thought about having a conversation about the weather or someone else's clothes goes against your values and therefore drains your energy. And after you feel exhausted and unpleasant. Everything that drains your energy drains away your life. We have a natural survival mechanism that wants to protect us from these situations in the future. However, in all social environment and civilization, small talk is often necessary to determine if the other person is friendly or not. We feel like the other person is judging us, especially if we are not prepared. And that reminds us of our past experience with our parents or teachers. And after the small talk, both parties go their own ways and we feel critical about ourselves. We think that we said something stupid and we acted or performed poorly. And the third explanation is you feel judged, and therefore not as the leader of the talk or the leader of your own life. Small talk for you feels like a demand rather than something you want to do. And to conserve your energy, you avoid it. You avoid it because it goes against your values, and participating in it makes you feel like you sacrifice your freedom. The feeling of freedom is stronger than any feeling of peace and love you could have, and you will do everything to maintain it. Being thrown into small talk takes away that freedom. It makes you feel trapped and that you have to play by someone else's rules. You fear being judged by the other person, thinking that you may not be good enough or that you said something strange or outrageous. Small talk can make you feel like you're not being true to yourself. It can make you feel that you're just going along with what others want instead of expressing your own desires and goals. In a small talk, you often feel that you're just on the passenger seat of the ride, depending on the other person to tell you where to go or what to do. And this can be frustrating, especially for those who value their individuality. This channel is about helping you expressing your individuality and building healthy, authentic relationships with it. It's about making you the most confident and next level you that you can become. And if that's something you like too, then you might want to subscribe to this channel because I'm gonna make a bunch of videos more like this in the future. So the solution to small talk is not avoiding it or claiming that you're an introvert or pretending that you hate people. Small talk can be challenging. It can often feel inauthentic, superficial, or that you have to comply to others. It can drain your energy and your body tells you to stay away from that. The real solution is not to shy away from small talk, but to build your conversation skills and to build the courage to steer more into meaningful topics. Because sometimes you might feel so overwhelmed by small talk that it doesn't even occur to you that you can change the subject. However, with practice and confidence, you can overcome these challenges and have more fun in talking to other people. Small talk drains your energy because it feels like a toxic relationship with others. It's not that you don't like other people, it's just that you're not comfortable enough to have these short conversations. You are interested in bigger, more meaningful topics like humanity, the universe, or the inner workings of the earth. And here's the thing, other people are interested in that too. There are a bunch of cool people out there, they're not all toxic. In fact, it's always the relationship to other people that is toxic. In this video, you're gonna learn how to handle these toxic relationships. So click here and I will see you there.